What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to Debt to Dollars, where we teach you how to take side hustles and turn them into financial freedom. So today I have a pretty interesting video topic for you guys today. It's out of the ordinary for what we typically focus this channel on, and that is how to sell an existing product on Amazon. So typically our Amazon tutorials are focused on receiving a private label product from our supplier overseas, and then we put our brand on it and then we resell it in the US market or the UK market, Mexico, and so forth. And today I want to teach you guys how to take existing products. They could be used goods or used products that you have just lying around that you want to sell, or they could be some discount that you saw at Target or Walmart and you bought a bulk majority and now you want to resell them for market price or a higher price on Amazon. So I'm going to teach you guys how to do that today, and make sure that you guys stay until the end, because there's a tip of advice I'm going to give you guys that can save you a lot of money, because there's actually some restricted products and limitations on what you can and what you cannot sell on Amazon. So stick around for that. I'll make that very clear and simple so you know exactly before you sell an existing product on Amazon if you're actually going to be able to sell it. Alright, so we're going to jump over to the computer here, and we're going to be using these two products. So this is a used book that I've read, and so now I want to resell it on Amazon. So just like reselling things on eBay, we're going to take this book and we're going to look for an existing listing on Amazon and resell it. And then secondly, we're going to take a look at this JBL Charge 4 speaker and to see if we can actually sell this on Amazon. Alright, so let's jump to the computer and we can get started. Alright, so the first thing that you need to do is you need to go ahead and go to your Amazon Seller Central. I have plenty of videos. If you don't already have an account, you can watch those videos on how to create an account and how to get started selling on Amazon. But at this point, I'm assuming that you already have an account and you can get to this page. So once you're at this page, you want to go to Inventory up at the top here, and then you want to go down to Add a Product. And click that. And this is going to bring up a product search bar where you can type in the product name. So for example, we could type in the book's name, How to Be a Capitalist Without Any Capital. Or we could type in the UPC, the Universal Product Code, or any other type of unique identifier such as the EAN, ISBN, or the ASIN. And so the easiest thing to do is look at the back of the book or the product that you have, and you'll see the barcode there. So this barcode is actually your UPC number, and that's what we're going to type in to find this book and see if there's actually an existing listing on Amazon. Another thing you can do, you can just type in the title and I'm sure it will come up. So I'll show you guys how to do it both ways. We'll start off with the title here, so we'll type in How to Be a Capitalist Without Any Capital. As you see, it popped up right away. So there's already an active listing. And again, another way that we could have done it in the search bar, which we'll just go back here, we'll type in that UPC. So at the bottom of that barcode, you'll see a number. And so we're going to type that 12-digit number in, 9780525534440. So you type that in, and there you go. There's actually two listings, but if you look on the right here, only one's actually available and active. And that's the top one here. So now what we want to go ahead and do is we want to add our product to that existing listing. So what we'll need to do is we need to go to the right here where it says select a condition. As I mentioned, this is used. You also have some other options. Depending on the product that you want to sell, you're going to see a different amount of options here. Sometimes there will be a refurbished option, as well as some other options like here. You can see there's a collectible one. So pick the condition that your product is currently in. For us, it's used. And a tip of advice I want to give you guys is always look at this show limitations. So once you click this drop down to the right here, it's going to tell you what you can and cannot do. So for this, it's saying that for the refurbished condition, you are not approved to list this product and we are not accepting applications at this time. And so this is very important. And if I'm going to go out to Target or Walmart and purchase some products to resell for some profit on Amazon, I'm going to go find the UPC or find the product name and type it in here beforehand and go down to where it says show limitations. When we get to the JBL speaker, you'll eventually see that we can't actually sell that. And that's because you actually have to be a brand owner, or you have to have approval from the brand owner, being JBL, to actually sell that product. So that is going to be the make or break thing that will either allow you to sell this on Amazon or it will prevent you from selling it on Amazon. So for us, fortunately, we can sell in the used position. So what we'll do, we'll go ahead and click sell this product. And then I'm actually going to jump back and just show you guys what it looks like for the JBL speaker here. So this JBL speaker, same thing. If you look somewhere on the box, there's going to be a barcode. They actually have a bunch of barcodes here. I know you can't really see that too well. But the UPC's on here, the EAN, the SAP, which I'm not entirely sure what that is. So we're just going to type in the UPC and it will eventually pop up here. So that's 050036 353 403. And once you type that in, there's one listing here. And as I mentioned, always go down to the right-hand side where it says Show Limitations. Now, if we click this, as you can see, there are more limitations for this type of product. For the larger products like electronics, it's very difficult to resell them, especially for more established brands. So here it says we cannot sell this product as a collectible or a refurbished condition. And to the bottom here, under new condition, which more than likely you would be reselling this new, you need approval to list this in this brand. And the second one says here, you're not approved to list this product. You will need to contact the brand owner, being JBL or whoever that parent company is, to become an authorized seller of this product on Amazon. So if you're an independent seller like me, you have no shot of selling this product brand new. Now, that does not stop you from selling it used, but it does stop you from selling it new to really flip the product if that's what you wanted to do with it. So now you guys know that. Always check that out before you go out to buy a product just to resell it on Amazon. All right, so we're gonna jump back to the book listing. So this is the active listing on Amazon right now. If you want to take a look at that active listing, you can go ahead and do so. There's a link right there where it says View Listings on Amazon. And then you can get an idea of what the current sellers are currently selling that product at, as well as how many sellers there are. And all that information is gonna be on the right side here. I'm not gonna get into too much detail on the active listing because it also tells you right here. So it says 31 new from 1545. And 26 used. So these are our competitors with the used right here, and they're starting at $9.36. So it gives us an idea of what we can actually price this book as if we want to be competitive in that market. So the first thing we want to fill out here is the seller's SKU, and this is really your stock keeping unit. How you're going to identify this book or this product that you're selling amongst all the other products that you're selling. I usually just try to do something very simple here, so I'll put capitalist book, because I really only have one that's like this. And next is your price. Think of something competitive. Again, the lower end of this is $9.36. If you want to get an idea on the spread, you can come here where it says hardcover and click the 26 used. It's actually showing that the lowest one is $5.30 something. So get an idea of what they're selling at, and also decide how quickly you want to sell this. If you want $10 for this product, you might have to wait a while for the demand to increase and the supply to go down. But for us, I'm going to price this somewhere in the middle between $9 and $7, so right around $6.99. And then we listed it for used. And there's a couple different options for used. It can be acceptable condition, good, very good, like new. Use your best judgment. The last thing you want to do is put a like new condition and then someone receives your used product and they send it back to you. Because by then you've already eaten a chunk of capital for shipping that product to them and then also receiving it back, and now you're back at square one. So make sure you're just transparent on the condition of this. Now this book cover, it is a little bit bent as you can tell here, so I'm not going to say it's like new. However, there's no markings in the book. There's nothing that would obstruct the user from actually getting the knowledge that's in the book. And so I'll put good condition somewhere in the middle there. Next is going to ask you your fulfillment channel. Are you going to do an FBM or an FBA? That's merchant fulfilled or fulfilled by Amazon. Since I only have one product, that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to send this to Amazon to have them fulfill it for me. It's just added cost, and if it's just one product like this book, I don't mind doing that by myself. So I'll do merchant fulfilled here, save a little bit more money, and then it's going to ask you your shipping options. So take a look at these. Figure out what's best for you and what you can do given your area, as well as what location you plan to ship to. So I'll just do what the standard is, standard US domestic, and then click save and finish. All right, there you have it, guys. So in about 15 to 30 minutes, you should get approval, and then you become an active seller for that existing product. And as you can tell, it's really, really simple to actually sell an existing product on Amazon. I primarily only do it for used products. I do not go the route to actually go out to retail stores and purchase products to try to flip them on Amazon. It's a very difficult set of skills that you need to learn, and it's not as easy or beginner friendly because you really have to work closely with your profit margins. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to go down below and hit the like button, as well as comment. Let me know what you guys learned from this video and what you want to see going forward on this channel. I appreciate you guys watching, and I will catch y'all next time.